In World War II, the US Marine Corps had an ambitious idea: train bats to be the kamikaze bombers that the military didn't want humans to be. The bat bomb was conceived by Lytle S. Adams, a dental surgeon from Irwin, Pennsylvania. The idea was to load the bats with explosives and train the animals to use their echolocation to find targets. Adams wrote about his idea of incendiary bats in a letter to the White House in January 1942, little more than a month after the attack on Pearl Harbor. Adams was intrigued by the strength of bats and knew that they roosted before dawn. He also knew that most of the buildings in Tokyo were constructed of wood instead of concrete. The plan was subsequently approved by President Roosevelt. After Roosevelt gave the project his approval, it was relegated to the authority of the United States Army Air Force, while Adams assembled the workers for the project. While the original plan was to arm the bats with white phosphorus, American chemist Louis Fieser joined the team and white phosphorus was replaced with his invention, napalm. The bomb itself consisted of a bomb-shaped casing with over 1,000 compartments, each containing a hibernating Mexican free-tailed bat with a small, timed incendiary bomb attached. Dropped from a bomber at dawn, the casings would deploy a parachute in mid-flight and open to release the bats, which would then disperse and roost in eaves and attics in a 20 to 40 mile radius. The incendiaries, which were set on timers, would then ignite and start fires in inaccessible places in the largely wood and paper constructions of the Japanese cities. Tests were used to determine how much napalm an individual bat could carry, determining that a 14-gram bat could carry a payload of 15 to 18 grams. The napalm was stored in small cellulose containers dubbed H2 units. After trying several attachment methods, they decided to attach the H2 units to the bats using an adhesive, gluing them to the front of the bats. A series of tests to answer various operational questions were conducted. In one incident, the Carlsbad Army Airfield Auxiliary Air Base was set on fire on May 15, 1943, when armed bats were accidentally released. The bats roosted under a fuel tank and incinerated the test range. Following this setback, the project was relegated to the Navy in August 1943, who renamed it Project X-Ray, and then passed it to the Marine Corps that December. More tests were scheduled for mid-1944, but the program was cancelled by Fleet Admiral Ernest J. King, when he heard that it would likely not be combat ready until mid-1945. By that time, it was estimated that $2 million, equivalent to $19.3 million today, had been spent on the project. It is thought that the development of the bat bomb was moving too slowly and was overtaken in the race for a quick end to the war by the atomic bomb project.